Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Red Wolves come to the line in a hurry-up.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
But all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Fighting off the tackler. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Dropping back. It's Burns. He finds his man. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Second down after that completion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. In the clear at the 25. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 20 line. And the Boilermakers will have first and 10 here.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. And the ball is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Not a real good throw here. Put too much air under the ball. Turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's complete downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch is made down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The completion makes it second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running through the tackle. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
There's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. He's going to bring up third down.
It's pretty simple as a defense coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
A I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaking ankles with the spin move. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense.
Oh my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll throw it now. With the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and 10 now for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
But this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Burns. Gets made on the out route. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Physical run. Earns the first down. And the Boilermakers looking to run some tempo here. And the single back takes the handoff. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He's taken down, but that's a nice game. He'll spot the ball now to the 35. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Boilermakers have 1st and 10 here. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Tackled there by the defense. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Red Wolves will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he pulls in the catch. Gets past the tackler into open space now. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they'll use the ground game here. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled way behind the line. He'll be 6 there.
And it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking for the wide out. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Point after, up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Catch made on the left side, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Red Wolves will come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Just time enough for one more play in the half.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Harden.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Miners going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Red Wolves will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
I got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Dropping back. It's Burns. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The shotgun handoff here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
And the Red Wolves looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal now for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
What have we got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt?
Let's go.
Looking right, this one caught. And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for the big game. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Looking to pass. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Now the important point after it's out. DHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick throw to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice game.
The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into the tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. There's another interception. We're losing track.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Receiver in motion now. They're going to throw for it on third and short. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Red Wolves starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It creates some vertical seams for big plays.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. Tight end makes the grab. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
To throw, it's Burns. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kurt, what can we do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but kind of pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. Right now, if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. It's a fake. They flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And the holder completes the pass. And he goes out of bounds short of the mark. He didn't get there. So Purdue's offense clocks back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a first set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. They're going to run it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Boilermakers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Purdue. And the comeback is on. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And they tackle him with a nice pickup.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here.
Let's go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. It's caught downfield. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And the Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run the option. And they hand it off to the back. Fights through a tackle. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Wills his way to the end zone.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Receiver makes the catch. That's good for a 1st down near the 40. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger, as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.